What's up guys? Today we're playing some mono red land destruction in Modern. So this list is looking to destroy all our opponent's lands while chipping in with Ragavans, Magmatic Hellkites, and Krenko Buzzcrusher. So let's talk about our game plan and then we'll talk about the sideboard. In the early turns, you're looking to slow the game down with Galvanic Discharge, Lightning Bolts, killing their small creatures, their early aggression. That way you can chip in with Ragavan, kind of ramp yourself up so that way you can get your early land destruction on. Our land destruction spells for this deck are Cleansing Wildfire, Sundering Eruption, Krenko's Buzzcrusher, Magmatic Hellkite, and Boom Bust. So Cleansing Wildfire is pretty cool. This is a very popular Pauper card as well. This can either ramp you or slow your opponent down. So the reason we're running 4 Darksteel Citadel and 4 Cascading Cataracts is because there are indestructible lands. So you can target them with Cleansing Wildfire, you get to ramp yourself and draw a card for 2 mana. Another reason to run indestructible lands is because of Boom Bust. So boom, destroy target land you control and target land you don't control. So you can target an indestructible land, target their land, destroy their land, and we get to keep ours. And then if you get to the late game, you can cast Bust and just destroy all lands. So at that point, we should have some pressure on the board so we don't care about destroying our mountains, and then we might have some indestructible lands left over, or just holding some lands in hand. So our win cons for this deck are Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is amazing in this deck because it filters all our dead draws. So if we draw multiple Ragavans, or we don't need any more land destruction cards, we can draw more of our win cons. We have 2 Chandra Torch of Defiance. This is a classic win con in land destruction decks or prison decks. If you can get this down on turn 3, turn 4, start ramping, it provides card advantage. It does a little bit of everything for this deck. And then for our land destruction win cons, we have Krenkos and Hellkite. It does give them basics. Hellkite, it gives them a tap basic. Krenkos, it doesn't. One thing to note about Krenkos is if they don't have anything to target, you have to target something. So you might have to target yourself. Moving on to the sideboard, we have very focused hate cards here. So we have 2 Surgical Extraction and 3 Relic of Progenitus for graveyard decks, 2 Dismember for more removal, 3 Brotherhood's End for artifact decks or sweepers, Damning Sphere for combo decks, Cursed Totem, typically for combo decks, and then Vexing Bubble for free spells. So that's just a quick overview of this mono red land destruction deck in Modern. Before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You'll get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Also, we are a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all that information is in the description below. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, match 1 on the draw. I won't keep this hand. It's a turn 2 Blood Moon if we can get there. It would feel a lot better on the play, but we'll take it. Ugin's Lab. Oh my god, Chalice on 1. Jesus. Alright. Mountain Go. Tower. Fleshraker. Perfect draw for them. Sundering Eruption. We're just going to eat their Ugin's Lab. Draw a Lightning Bolt. That's a dead card. Hopefully we can just like Fable stuff away. Maybe Blood Moon will make things uncastable for them. Buzzcrusher. Play Blood Moon. They probably have Kozilek's Command though, so it's going to be less good. Yeah. So they're going to have colorless mana. 1 top, 1 bottom. Tell me they have Ugin. Sire. Yeah, we're not beating Sire. Chalice on 1. Alright, against Tron, we just want the Damping Spheres. Take out the Discharge on the play. No land destruction. Nothing really good. A little slow. We'll mulligan. We'll keep this. We have Boom. Get rid of Lightning Bolt. We go Map. We will go cast Boom. Opponent's salting off here. Kind of weird. They just go Eldrazi Temple. So we'll just slam Blood Moon. They're going to cycle K Command. Yeah. They play Mine. Another map. Chromatic Star. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's just get Chandra going. We can plus Cleansing Wildfire. Trying to think if we want to hit their lands or ramp us. Yeah, let's just hit them. No, we'll pass. They can get lands with maps, but we'll just slowly blow them up. Darksteel Citadel. Ragavan. Let's stash that. See if they have like a Dismember or something. Get a Star. It's actually pretty good. Play the land. Play Star. Crack it. It's another Blood Moon. I'll play it out. Just in case they have like Boseiju. Kind of surprised they haven't fetched for it yet. I don't even think they have it. They run it. 4 lands. They could play Karn. Chalice on 2. Okay, that's fine. We can still dash Ragavan. So we could bust here. I kind of like that. Let's just kind of seal the deal. Cast Bust. Make them concede. Play a land. Dash Ragavan. And they scoop. Salty player goes down. It's tempting to bring in Surgicals to Surgical to Tron lands. It's kind of funny. Maybe we'll take out like a Dismember for Surgical and try that. Alright, we have Damping Sphere. It's a little slow otherwise. We'll try it. Tower. Fable. We'll just go Den Pass. Unfortunately, no Ragavan. We'll hold this for a Fleshraker. Kind of hoping they play Temple Fleshraker here. They play out the Boseiju. Into map. Hellkite number 2. That Damping Sphere. Do they have like a Nature's Claim? They just cycle and waste their mana. Ugin's Lab. Another map. Definitely need some red mana. There's some red mana. Play Fable. Power Plant. Might go spawn. So they get the other Tron piece, but we have Damping Sphere out, so I'm not sure. Maybe they have a way of getting rid of this. We'll see. Another Cataracts. We'll say okay. Get rid of this and this. Play Mountain. Guess we'll play Hellkite. Just hit the power plant. Could hit the tower because that's the last card they got, but it's kind of whatever. They do get the Forest Temple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another map. So many maps. Third Hellkite. Play the land. Hold the Myco Spawn. We need to get this treasure in order to cast the second Hellkite. Cast Hellkite. Just hit the mine. We can just keep them off a lot of mana. They don't have anything more to search, so they're only going to have 5, I guess at most 6 mana a turn. Maybe they have like an All-Is Dust in hand they're looking to hit. They could also have Kozilek's Command, Sundering Eruption, gotta be Hellkite. Hopefully they don't have a K command for this. Alright, match 2 on the play. And this hand sucks. Opponent says, huge fan, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you. We're gonna mulligan. Wow, this hand also sucks. I really don't want to go to 5 with this, so let's just put back a Krenko. We'll just lead off on Mountain, pass. Definitely want some turn 2 plays, like Cleansing Wildfire, Ragavan, or up against Eldrazi. Again. Kind of funny. There's Ragavan. So we'll dash. We're gonna make them sad with these, though. We hit a tower. Bring that back. They crack for a green. What if they have Sylvan Scrying? Oh no, they played the Forest. So this is just gonna be a strip mine. They cycle. Do they have another artifact? They do. This is gonna be good for them. Oh, and Blood Moon too. Mountain. Alright, let's just get some pressure on. Play Hellkite. Oh, they have a second Forest. Okay. Alright, they crack Star. They have Stirrings. Hopefully they play a land that we can destroy with Krenko. Into map. We actually don't have a land. So let's attack. Kinda sucks we didn't draw a land there. Alright, we'll just play out Blood Moon. Make it so they don't have any colorless mana. Hopefully we draw a land for second Hellkite. If not, then we'll just probably play Fable. They play mine. And just pass. Land? Okay. It's a land. Blood Moon actually turns this off, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's actually do this. Cast Fable, and then we'll just cast Ragavan. That's the only downside with running main deck Blood Moon is it kind of messes with us. Kozilek's Return. That's a good one. Oh, and they find Karn. Down tick. I think we just lose the bridge. Yeah, they get an Ensnaring Bridge. So we kind of screwed ourselves with Blood Moon here. There's a boom. Let's pitch these. Find the land. Because we missed our land drop, we weren't able to get this down. Attack Karn. Oh, I guess we should have dashed Ragavan. I don't know what we were thinking. That's my bad. Play Ragavan. Yeah, we should have dashed that. They crack map. Go get a land. Play bridge. Because they should be at 8 right now. So the thing that we're going to do is we're still going to bust. That way they're not going to be able to cast spells and then we can get through the bridge. So let's attack first. Yeah, they should be at 2. That's actually really funny too. We could cast Karn, but let's just do this. Bust. And then we just pass. There we go. Cool. Alright, so against Tron, we have 2 Damping Sphere, take out Dismember, and take out Discharge. What did we do last time? I think we brought in a Surgical too. So we'll do that and run it back. Alright, game 2, we have turn 2 Boom. Turn 1 Bolt if we need it. This is most likely for Karn. Should we have brought in... I mean, I guess we could have brought in some type of Artifact Hate. They just go Urza's Tower, Haywire Might. So let's just go Mountain... So that can destroy with, never mind, what's this? So this can actually hit Darksteel Citadel, which is funny. I'm trying to think if I just want to bolt this now. Nah, we'll just let that go. Power Plant and the Torpor Orb. Oh man, okay. Okay, I see this. Pretty funny. Yeah, I guess, God, do I care? No, I just want to save this for Karn. Torpor Orb. It runs on my fun. Damping Sphere. Oh, I guess that hits Damping Sphere too. Okay. I wasn't thinking about Damping Sphere. We'll just hit that next turn then. We'll just boom. Well, I guess next turn we want to Fable, so maybe we should have just killed that. But I did forget about Damping Sphere. Expedition map, all good. So I guess we're actually gonna have to, Cleansing Wildfire. So this also hits Fable. They have 2 forests, so I'm thinking we just Cleansing Wildfire them and bolt Haywire Might. So let's just bolt this now. Then we will Cleansing Wildfire the tower. It's tempting to hit the forest there. Sundering Eruption, that's fine. Then we'll just pass. We don't really have to ramp. It could be a thing we should be doing. So now they have no more forests. This is pretty annoying, actually. Den. I just don't want them to get Karn, and I feel like they're going to. Instead of forest. Probably doesn't really matter. We probably should just be hitting the tower because they can cycle with rocks and get green. Wow, they have another forest. The crack map. Yeah, we definitely should have hit the tower there. Make it a mine, even though we have Damping Sphere. Yep, now they have Karn. Yeah, I think we played this terribly. They get a Mystic Forge. Citadel. So we could kill Karn now, and then they might have Tron. They went and got Citadel. Yeah, we definitely should have hit the tower there. Alright, let's just, I guess, kill Karn. Oh, you know what? Karn turns off Darksteel. That's so annoying. Alright, let's play Fable. See if we just get got by not killing the tower. So sideboard-wise, I guess we're going to bring in Brotherhood's End. They're going to be bringing in Torpor Orb. They have Karn for bridge. That's kind of the only way we lose. Yeah, and they had Power Plant. They eat Fable. They eat Den. Yeah, we just messed up by not hitting the tower. We could play Damping Sphere, slow them down, but then they have Mystic Forge. It's fine. Brotherhood's End in Surgical Out to Krenko. On the play for game 3. And this is a no lander, no red mana. We got them all. Wow. I guess we're going to 5. All right, we'll keep. Put back here. Just put back 2 lands. Crazy. I'm all to 5. They keep 7. Power Plant and a map. Fable. So at least we get to turn 2 Fable. We hit a map. We need to find something to make sure they don't get turn 3 Tron. All right, they play the tower. I mean, we have the Hellkite, so it's not the worst. Blood Moon. Feels weird getting rid of both of these. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of both of these. Mountain. Hopefully they don't have a Dismember or something. Maybe they're just an all that we got rid of the Blood Moon. Attack with everything. Get 2 treasure tokens. Sylvan Scrying. Play the Hellkite. Eat the Power Plant. This is going to be close because they're going to get the Power Plant, then play it, and then hopefully they don't have just like the Natural Mine. Urza Saga. Interesting. Chromatic Sphere. So they're not going for Tron. We draw a Buzzcrusher. Let's attack. I mean, I guess we're going to hit Urza Saga now. We hit the Mine. Probably would have liked that. Play Buzzcrusher. Hit Saga. All right. They have 1 turn. 1, 2, 3. They're cycling. Oh, they have a board wipe, but they still can't beat these 2 flyers. Return. Yep. The last hurrah. They cycle. Ancient Stirrings with Seiju. All right. They pass. We get in. Super nice opponent. Good games. All right. Match 3 on the draw. Urza Saga. Urza Saga go. Blood Moon. I'm just go Mountain pass. Assuming this is Titan. Kind of funny we're playing up against 3 land decks. Pretty lucky for us, huh? Let's see what their next play is, though. Oh, it's not. It's just Affinity. Shivan Reef, Opal, Ornithopter, Memnite. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to bolt this Memnite now. They'll have to tap and make a construct. They do. Another Mountain. I guess we have to Cleansing Wildfire this so they can't make another construct. It's going to be kind of hard to beat just like 1 construct right now. Another Fable. Our hand is pretty terrible. They play Ornithopter, Thoughtcast, into land. Definitely need Brotherhood's End for this matchup. They have Kappa. Yeah, turn 3 Kappa on the play. Good for them. We have Brotherhood's End. We're going to bring in Vexing Bauble, I think, is solid, especially on the play. Blood Moon, pretty hit or miss. Maybe like 1 discharge out and try that. All right, on the play for game 2. This hand doesn't have Brotherhood's End. It doesn't have any indestructible lands, so we're going to mull. Cool, we have Mountain, Ragavan, Brotherhood's End, Dismember. Kind of hope they don't pop off with a Pinnacle. If they do, we have Brotherhood's End. Steam Vents, Cleansing Wildfire. Let's attack. They have a lot of spells that we can cast. That's one of them. Cast Memnite, and then we'll Cleansing Wildfire. We'll just get our ramp on, get a Mountain. Hopefully they just play like a Saga next turn, and we can Krenko it. There you go. Cranial Plating. Another Ragavan. Let's attack first. We'll save this to pitch to Fable. Ragavan connects. Metallic Rebuke. Cast Krenko. Eat the Urza Saga. They can just get an island. Darksteel Citadel. No plays. They could just be holding up a Rebuke. We'll just attack first. Maybe they have like a discharge for one of these. Alright, they just concede. Cool. Didn't even need Brotherhood's End. Let's run it back. Alright, another no mountain hand, so we have to mulligan. We have a million mountains in the deck. This is crazy. Alright, go to 5. We'll keep this. Back Dismember. I guess Cleansing Wildfire. I don't know how we didn't see any mountains in the first 2 hands. Pretty bad way to lose. Tormod's Crypt. Mox Opal. Ornithopter. Springleaf Drum. Thoughtcast. They find the land. Discharge. We're just gonna discharge this now so they have less mana. Would have been funny if they didn't hit the land. But they have 2 mana now. So if we can find Brotherhood's End, we'd be happy. Thought Monitor. But mulling to 5 to like a pretty medium hand, you're never gonna win those games. Yeah, like this. Into another Opal. So they have Metallic Rebuke up. We'll just cast Ragavan. We're probably never winning this game just because of the draw difference here. Beginning with those. I'm just gonna bolt 1. Could have did this earlier as well. If they have Kappa, we just kind of lose. They warp this. Ornithopter. Yeah, we need a little bit too much. We need lands, and we also need Brotherhood's End. There's land. We'll bait out the Metallic Rebuke that we know they have. Wow, they let that resolve. Okay. I mean, I guess all they really care about is Brotherhood's End, so they get in with their flyers. Do you draw the land? I mean, I guess we're going to say no. We're just going to play Chandra, because we know they have the Rebuke. Attack with the Goblin Shaman. They cast a 3rd Thought Monitor into Urza Saga. They get in with the flyers. So the tough part is, even if we draw Brotherhood's End, like, okay, well, I mean, I guess we can Cleansing Wildfire that. Let's get a redraw here. Den. Attack with the Goblin Shaman, see if they want to trade Thought Monitor for it. Probably not. They do. Okay. I don't mind trading. Like, we could hold this for Kiki Reflection. They draw another Saga. Get in for 4 again. I mean, if we draw the Brotherhood's End, we can pay for the Metallic Rebuke. We do not. Well, Cleansing Wildfire again. Do they have the Rebuke? Oh, just straight up Force. Okay. So it was never going to happen for us anyway. We'll take a draw step for funds. All right, they get in for 4. There's no way we win because even if we Brotherhood's End here, they make a construct at the end of the turn. I just kind of want to see what we draw. And it is not good enough. All right, match 4 on the play. Oh, we actually get to keep a 7. That feels good. Maybe turn to Blood Moon. We'll go Mountain. Hopefully this Ragavan survives. Doesn't look like it. What are the chances they crack this and like Galvanic Discharge this Ragavan? They crack it, get a Sacred Foundry. Oh, no, tap land. Meticulous Archive. Let's hope they don't have a Force Negation then. They keep it on top for the Ragavan. Tainted Indulgence. All right, let's see if they have the Force. Force check. No Force, okay. Well, it's going to be really hard for them to win through Blood Moon, especially considering this is Esper. They do have the Swamp, but we have the Sundering Eruption. Let's attack first. They 100% have a Force Negation, though. They said they F6, so we'll see if they want to, oh, there's a Goryo's. Cast it on the Swamp. They're definitely going to force this. There you go. Emperor of Bones, okay. They're not out of it. They're not going to train with Ragavan, though, so we do get to get another hit in. Another Blood Moon. Oh, they do trade. That's fine for us. We'll just play the Buzzcrusher out. Oh, I guess by doing that, they do get their basic. Yeah, oh no, we gave them their basic. Again, a little non-synergy there. Now they get the Tainted Indulgence. They find Delta. Darksteel Citadel. Now we're probably just going to die to Goryo's Vengeance because we did that. Play the Hellkite. We give them the planes. We're just helping our opponent out. No big deal. Yeah, so definitely not a lot of synergy going on here. They have the Emperor. So now they can get back a Traxa next turn. We have 8 in the air, and that's not going to be good enough. We need a Bolt. Some removal, please. That is not removal. Attack with both. Play another Buzzcrusher. Eat the Marsh Flats, I guess. So now they get an Atraxa back. If we draw a Bolt, we're good. But they're probably going to have like Force and stuff. All right, they do it now. They should have waited for us to attack, I think. Oh no, they find Solitude Ephemerate. But is that going to be enough? They Solitude. Oh no, they can just Ephemerate Atraxa. Damn. Okay, so they found the Ephemerate. Now we lose. If they didn't find the Ephemerate there, we would have won. So maybe we can find a Lightning Bolt. No, we find a Mountain. Yeah, we just lose. Damn. We'll attack for fun. Yeah, they have the Solitude anyway, and they can just Solitude 1, block 1. Alright, so we have Surgical Extraction, we have Relic Progenitus, Vexing Bauble, possibly. So if we want all of this, maybe we don't need the Vexing Bauble. We need 5 cards out. They definitely have Frog. I think we can take out the Discharge, 1 Blood Moon, 2 Krenko, and try that. On the play for game 2. This is a 1-lander. Got a mulligan. Yeah, we're just struggling with lands. Going to 5. I mean, we're going to keep. It's pretty terrible, but keep, put back here, and here. We'll find lands. It's alright. We're going to keep the Surgicals. I feel like that's the only way to maybe steal this. Hopefully they're not on the Frog plan. Flooded Strand, pass. I mean, at least we know that they're going to be scared of Blood Moon. Play this and pass. So we can make them try to fetch basics. We'll see if they get a Surveil land or a basic here. They do get a Surveil land. That tells me that they have Force and Negation in hand. For the most part, it's either Force and Negation or short on lands. Or they just have the basic in hand. Oh no, they're on the Frog plan. That's not good. Hellkite. Play Fable. See if this gets forced. Does not. Surveil land. Wow, they Surveil the Traxa. We're going to Surgical. They can't force it, which is nice. Opponent says no. Psychic Frog to Fairy. Wow, their hand's pretty solid. Take all the Atraxas out. They have a really good hand. Say okay. They get in with Frog. We're not going to block. We need the land. We're just going to pitch Surgical to Fable, most likely. But they do have the Emperor that they could reanimate something. Philogy can put stuff in the yard. Oh, they just ditched the Emperor. Okay. They give it Flying. Interesting. All right, we draw Ragavan. Get rid of these 2. Okay, well, glad we have the Goblin Shaman to at least make a land drop. So if they don't draw a land, I mean, they can just play one of their 2 drops. They just can't play Teferi next. Cast Hellkite. Either Backstreet. They'll just get a tapped Plains. They find a land. Held Fountain. I'm assuming they're just going to Teferi bounce the Hellkite. There's Teferi. That's what they do. Get in with Frog. And they pass. We draw Darksteel. I guess we'll kill Teferi. Teferi down. And I guess we'll cast another Hellkite. They'll just get the Swamp. Oh wow, they have a Swamp in hand? Dang. They drew the Swamp. Oh no. Celestial Purge. And then they just play out Psychic Frog, I guess. Get in with Frog. They don't give it Flying because they know we're not going to block. They should play out the second Psychic Frog here. Philogy, okay. Unless they drew like a Goryo's, they're looking for something. Consign to memory. I'm surprised people keep bringing this card in. Like yeah, it's fine, but I just feel like it's not a good sideboard card. Oh no, they drew Solitude. Alright, well, no copies, unfortunately. Lightning Bolt. Attack with Goblin Shaman. I feel like that was the only way we were going to get back is by making copies. They block. Play another Hellkite. Keep them on 3 mana at least, I guess. We know they have a Frog in hand. Now we can at least block and bolt. But they pitch. They exiled a Purge to do that? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Tainted Indulgence. Wow, they did exile Purge. They drew both Purges. They discard a land. See if they want to attack. They do. They have 4 cards in hand. They discard the Psychic Frog. The Consign. Teferi. So we're going to bolt now, because if they want to save it with Ephemerate, they have to do it now. Wow, they don't. Okay. They just pass. We draw another Lightning Bolt. I'll attack. They chump. Play another bone. We have to blow up our own thing, but it's fine, because we get to get a mountain. Another Philology. They find Tainted Indulgence. Would love a way to get rid of their basics. That would be ideal. Mountain is not it. We're going to hold that in hand, just to pitch with Fable. Literally any draw would be good, but not a basic mountain. Down to 10. They're going to Tainted Indulgence. Yep. They just draw 2 cards because they have enough in the graveyard. There's Fable. We'll attack. I feel like they have Solitude Ephemerate on Krenko. I don't know. Let's see. Guess not. Guess Fable. Maybe they have like a Force? No. Curious what's in their hand. They just do nothing. Wow, if we win this game, that is going to be pretty crazy. Wow. Did not think we were going to win that game. All right, maybe we do want the Dismembers. Take out the Blood Moons, especially because we're going to be blowing up their lands. Like, Blood Moon's solid, but I don't know. Just so awkward. All right, we'll try that. We won on a model 5, too. We'll keep this hand. We have turn 1 Relic, or turn 1 Ragavan. We'll see. Marsh Flats. They play Marsh Flats. Yeah, we're just going to go Ragavan. Because even if we play the Relic, they have a fetch land, so they can just crack that, and we can't get their creature. They Surveil. Tainted Indulgence. They Shock and Hallowed Fountain. What if they're going to purge this? Just Psychic Frog, okay. Fine with us. Play the Sokenzan. So do they have a Force Negation? If they do, they go down to 3 cards. They put this to 5. Yeah, we're just attacking. They can't save the Psychic Frog from Double Bolt if they force. We meant to kill this before. Actually, no, we want to do it after blocks because we want to make sure that they don't Solitude this, maybe. They pitch Purge. Okay, that's fine. Play another Ragavan. Really good exchange for us. We really want to get this Relic down, though. Tainted Indulgence. Or I want to draw like a Citadel so that way we can destroy their lands. Yeah, tracks it to the yard. Flooded Strand. Wow, we drew the Citadel. Let's attack first. If we can destroy a land and Relic and do everything, that'd be nice. Ragavan connects. Find Teferi. Play the land. We'll just boom their Backstreet. It's not going to matter because they have the fetch land. They're thinking about forcing it? I don't know. They're going to force this? They do not. Alright, I guess we'll just pass. They fetch. Gonna go get their Black Source. Undercity Sewers. They do keep a card on top. It's a land. Maybe that's what they kept on top. Alright, they go to Goryo's. We'll crack. Draw Fable. Another Ragavan. Swing in. Find Purge. I'm gonna Fable here instead of Chandra. I want to kind of make more mana, and I want to get rid of this Ragavan and maybe the Bolt. But because they did that, they wanted to crack the Relic. Maybe they just need to get rid of it, or do they have something else? Hopefully not another reanimation spell or target. Play the Swamp. Not short on lands. Cataracts. Get rid of these 2. Darksteel Citadel. Attack with both. It's crazy they just have like nothing. Unless they have like Evoke Solitude, Ephemerate. Well, they say I'm in danger. We hit Philology. Let's just cast Chandra. We hit Surgical. Alright, I guess we're just going to Surgical their Goryo's Vengeance. That's actually a pretty funny hit. Oh, they do have the Solitude in hand. They say I prefer if you didn't. Yeah, so a lot of consigns. Force Negation. And their hand is Consign to Memory, Solitude. We'll cast the Philology also. It's a 1/4. We milled 3 lands. Or no, we milled 2 lands and a Ragavan. So then now they need just a land in order to Solitude something. But now we get to bolt it or dismember it. They do find the land. Alright, they just pass. We drew Lightning Bolt, so... Alright, so let's attack. Get the triggers. They'll cast Solitude. We'll just double bolt them. Bolt, bolt. And we win. Alright, welcome to the final match on the draw, and we're going to keep this hand. We have at least 1 mountain, turn 1 Ragavan, and then we have our land destruction cards. We start with an Undercity Sewers, and they keep it on top. Draw a second Lightning Bolt. Unfortunately, Bolt's not very good against Dimir. We'll see, though. Maybe we can bait out some frog action. Place tokens on Ragavan. We just need another red source so we can double bolt if we need it. And also cast our spells. Oh, it's mill. Okay, well, bolt gets a little better. Land destruction plan, not the greatest against them. They mill 2 mountains. Oh, and they have the push also? Damn. Okay, well, Nice turn for them. We'll just bolt this now. We definitely need a red source. I feel like our mill matchup's pretty bad. Another crab into another fetch land. Unfortunately, again, if we would have drawn that mountain, we'd be pretty good. They don't crack immediately. We draw Sundering Eruption, which is another red source, so we'll just play this tapped, and we'll pass. When they go to crack this, we'll kill the crab. I don't know why they didn't do it on their turn. They get another Surveil land. So at least we get to play out our stuff, if nothing else. Island. Let's see how many mill spells they have. If it's like Tasha's here. It is Tasha's. We mill only 11. Very nice. They did get some Ragavans, but Chandra, Hellkite, not the most exciting for them. Another mountain. Play the mountain, play the Hellkite. Either sewers. They only have 2 cards in hand, but unfortunately they do have a lot of basics. There's a crab. Another fetch land, damn. Not short on lands. They're cracking immediately. I'm assuming they fetch a basic also. Let's see if their last card's a mill spell. Cleansing Wildfire. Darksteel, mill attack. Hopefully their last card isn't... Oh, well, they would have killed this if it was a counter. We'll Krenko. We could Cleansing Wildfire here also to ramp and then play the second one. Maybe we should have done that. I don't know what I was afraid of. Oh, I guess that triggers crab too. But we need to put some pressure on. They do nothing, so I wonder if their hand's just all lands for crab. Another Tasha's. 11 more cards. Yeah, they're going to end up siding out Tasha's. We also should have Cleansing Wildfire. But we also don't want to draw. Alright, Boom's pretty good. We have 1 turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess if we would have Cleansing Wildfire last turn, we would have been able to just destroy all the lands. But they might have a counter up. We'll see. Attack all. Alright, let's see if we can draw a bolt. Our third bolt, maybe. Get a mountain. Oh, it's a tap land anyway. Bolt the crab. No, they had Archive Trap. Ah, damn. They could have cast it on their turn anyway. Yeah, damn. They live at 3. Alright, this matchup kind of sucks for us. We just really have nothing going on. Probably want Dismembers for crabs. Take out the Blood Moons. Could bring in Vexing Bauble for Archive Trap. Could bring in Relics. You could bring in Surgicals just to prevent from all that stuff. And Relic stops Drown. Let's just try that. Alright, on the play. 5 land hand with Ragavan and Bolt. We should have brought in more stuff. I meant to bring in more stuff against the mill deck. I'm going to keep this. Bolt's good against Crab. That's like one of the main ways they win. I know it's a 5 land hand, but it's fine. Maybe they don't have removal. They shock in Water Grave. Alright, so far so good. Hellkite, nice. Play the mountain. Bolt the crab. Attack with Ragavan. Find Tasha's. Wow, they still kept Tasha's in. Alright, kind of sad we hit that, but it's fine. We like want them to draw the Tasha's. They Surgical Extraction our bolts. That's fine with us. -1 card for them. They play another crab. Into fetch land? Surveil land. Fusion Crab kind of sucks because whenever we destroy one of their lands, it still pings us. Oh, we milled that. Draw Dismember. That's actually really good. So let's attack with Ragavan. They're not going to block an island. So that's one of the downsides for them Surgicaling Bolt is because we have Dismember, we have Discharge. It's just like not a very good. So we'll Dismember Crab, and then we'll play Hellkite. Assuming they didn't bring in like Ensnaring Bridge, that would suck. Just eat a land. It's not the biggest deal, but it does kind of keep them off tempo. Now they're stuck on 2 mana for 1 more turn. Definitely need to draw some gas though. Wow, they don't even have another land. Alright, we draw a Boom Bust, so they're probably going to concede to that. We'll let them see if they want to kill Ragavan. Attack with both. Ragavan connects. They're at 6. We hit a Field of Ruin. Cast Boom. And they should concede here. Alright, they don't concede. I'm not playing the lands because we don't need them, and if we draw Fable, I want to pitch them. They're dead on board though. There we go. Alright, do we want to bring in like stuff just to have? They could be dead cards, like if we draw them and not be happy about them, but against Mill, honestly, like all of these you could bring in. This is like redraws, Blood Moon's annoying for them. Should we just have fun with it? Let's just have fun with it. Final match, why not? We're going to keep. We have no red source, but we have Dismember for Crab, Relic Progenitus for redraws. This is the one downside with bringing in a bunch of cards is it like ruins your mana. Except we've been having mana troubles all league, so somehow not being able to find mountains. They bottom both preordained. Come on, mountain. Brotherhood's End. So we could play Relic. I think we're going to play Relic out, because if we don't draw a land, we're going to have to cycle it. We also don't have to tap that. We can save it for if they target us with Surgical Effect. And by playing this out, we don't have Dismember for the fetch land, which was a consideration. So because we tapped this, they could Surgical one of these. Doesn't look like they're going to. That's good for us. And we draw the mountain. Sick. So let's play out Ragavan, and we'll just hold up Dismember. I still don't understand why they're not fetching on their turn, because now we just get to do this again. Crab down. And we're just going to hold up Relic forever now. They Surveil. They keep it on top. I wonder if it's another crab. Or a push, maybe. Some type of removal. Yeah, not another crab. Maybe Tasha's? That would be good. It is Tasha's. They hit 7 cards. That's hilarious. Yeah, dude, Boom Bust is just so obnoxious for them. And we're never going to tap this unless they Surgical. Another mountain, huge. Attack. We hit an island. Play Krenko. Hit their 1 black source. They can get a swamp. It's not the biggest deal. They usually run like 1 swamp and I don't know how many islands. As the swamp. Oboro. They play Oboro, then return it to hand. Oh, that's smart. I like that. Fatal Push. I was wondering what they were doing. Into Cycle, Fractured Sanity. They don't hit anything too relevant. Damn, 3rd Ragavan. Get in for 2. Consign. Yeah, everyone's bringing in Consign. Alright, we'll pass. Ruin Crab. They play Oboro. Another Tasha's. Let's bolt this. I still can't believe they have this in. They hit 8 cards this time. They do hit 2 bolts. Another Boom Bust. I'm gonna cycle Relic here. I feel like we need to draw something, and Fable is perfect. There's the mountain, and that's why, like, this is not the biggest deal. We connect, find a crab, play Fable, play mountain, and pass. Could play out crab, it's just, like, not the biggest deal. They surveil. Visions to the yard. Are they gonna plus on Ragavan? That's a good pickup for them, good top deck. Oh, they just down tick immediately. They hit mostly mountains, down to 18 cards in the library. Draw another Fable. I guess we should see, maybe, like, drawing isn't like good. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Most of our win cons are actually like milled. So I'm kind of thinking we don't do this. We just play Fable. I'm gonna say no. I know this is a slower clock, and then maybe we'll draw a win con naturally. But not drawing 2 cards kind of reduces their clock. And they only have 1 card in hand, so they go down to 8. We hit a land. It's close. Like, I don't know if you guys would just draw the 1. We don't really have any more win cons. Play another Fable. And we can do it with this if we really want to next turn. But they hit, like, all our stuff, our Boom Busts, our Hellkites. They might just have, like, Archive Traps in hand, so we don't want to, like, mill any more than we have to. The Chandra. Say no. Let's move to combat. Like, hopefully they don't just go, like, Archive Trap and then mill card. Damn, they're at 2. Ragavan connects. Fractured Sanity. Let's play Chandra. Unfortunately, that's, like, a little late. We'll plus, and then we'll just pass and see if we survive. Do they have the Archive Trap? They do have the Archive Trap. We go to 3. Can we dodge 1 turn? Do we get there? Field of Ruin. The last card has to be a mill card. And it's not. We win. Alright, so that was Mono Red Land Destruction in Modern. Hilariously, we almost got the 5-0. We got lucky enough to face some Eldrazi decks and steal some wins in other matches. As we saw in the leagues, adding Blood Moon to the deck probably wasn't the smartest idea. Giving our opponents basics if we have Blood Moon now kind of defeats the purpose. So if you plan on building the deck, you probably don't want to play any Blood Moon. As for the rest of the deck, it just kind of felt fine. It kind of seemed like a weak land destruction deck. You have a little bit of pressure with the Hellkites and Buzzcrushers. Ragavan puts a little pressure on early, but overall, it didn't feel that powerful. But otherwise, not too much to say about this deck. We destroyed some lands, made some opponents salty, and that's it. But that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching this land destruction video. If you want to see more modern content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.